Welcome again. So in this video, we are going to be learning about how to output something in a Java program. Of course, you have already seen in the previous videos how we have been able to say a greeting, for instance, hello world, and in this case, what we have on the screen, we have hello James. We have already seen that, but I would just like to highlight a few points that you may need to take care of so that you do not encounter errors in your programming. Just some few pointers. So I'm going to rewrite these this output statement and highlight for you what you would need to really take care of, especially when you are printing words, sentences, paragraphs, and numbers. So we are first of all going to start with the sentences or just words. So I'm going to say system.out.println. So println basically means you're printing out a line, just one line or just one sentence that has an end. So here we are just going to say Java is a great programming language. That's our sentence. Java is a great programming language. And of course, when we run our program, we expect it to give us that particular output. So once we get that output, I would like to highlight just a few issues about what we have written here. So as you can see, we have gotten the output. Java is a great programming language. It has been printed out. What you need to realize is that when we take the sentence that we have input within this print line function, is that you realize whenever it is printed out, it is not printed out with the double quotes that we have indicated here. And that is simply because whenever you want to print out a sentence or a word in Java, you have to enclose it within these double quotes. As you can see, we enclose it within the double quotes, but the double quotes are not printed out. So for instance, let me return it as it was. So whenever you enclose that sentence within the double quotes, it gets printed. However, assuming, for instance, you wanted to print out another sentence and you use something like single quotes, that should give you an error because that you are breaking the syntax of how we write Java programs. For instance, if you were to write something, Java is great. As you can see, the IDE is going to give you an error. It is indicated in the red squiggly line, and it says that unclosed character literal, and that is because whenever you are using single quotes, it means something different in Java, which we are going to learn later, but I can just introduce to you. What we mean by unclosed character literal is that whenever you use a single quote, it means that Java is expecting only one letter, just one character. So for instance, if I remove everything and I maintain just one character, in this case J, we don't get the error. And if we run our program, that statement is going to be printed. So it's going to print the first line, Java is a great programming language, as a sentence. And remember, it is enclosed in double quotes. And the other one, whenever you want to print just a single character, you have to enclose it within the single quotes. And whenever you attempt to write, let's say, a word or something that is more than one character within the single quotes, is going to give you an error, just as you can see here. The other thing that I would like us to learn is how you print out numbers. So for numbers, you do not use the double quotes or the single quotes. You can just output them just as they are. You just type it directly. For instance, if I would like to print out the number 5, I just type the number 5 within the brackets, and it's going to print out for us the number 5. So we expect it to print out for us the three lines. So we have the first line, the second line, which is just a character, and the third line, which is the number. So that is how you output numbers. So kindly note the difference. Whenever you are printing out words or sentences or paragraphs, they have to be enclosed within double quotes. Whenever you are printing out just one single character, it has to be enclosed within a the single quotes. And whenever you are printing out numbers, you don't enclose it in either the double quotes or the single quotes. You just type it as it is. So the final thing that I would like us to learn in terms of output is how you can be able to output sentences or a string of characters together with numbers. So for instance, I'm going to say, let's say we want to display the age of our friend James. How do we do that? So we can say James is how many years old? Is of age 5. So please note how we have done it. What we have done here is that we have indicated the sentence part of the words part we have enclosed it in curly braces, and we have used an addition sign, which is the plus sign, and we have added the number. And remember, the number, we have not enclosed it within either the double quotes or the single quotes. The plus sign, we are going to learn it later. In this case, is called a concatenation operator. And concatenation basically is the process of joining either one sentence to another, or word to another, or one character to another. But we are going to learn that later. So let's run the program. So we expect it to tell us that the James is of age 5. So as you can see, it tells us that James is of age 5. So key takeaways from this video or from this lesson is that, number one, whenever you're writing sentences or words that have more than one character, you enclose them in double quotes. Whenever you are writing just a single character, that's when you use a single quote. Whenever you are going to output numbers, you do not use any of the quotes. You just type in just as it is. And the final thing that you have learned in this video is about string concatenation using the plus operator, like we have seen. So please stick to the series, and there is going to be more of the learning. As we have said, we are going to make the videos short and elaborate. Thank you very much. Enjoy.